There will come a day when you will no longer recognize the person in the mirror, not because you are broken or defeated, but because you have become someone so evolved, so rooted in truth, that your former self will seem like a ghost of the past. This is not an ending, it is an awakening to the fact that most minds are not minds at all. They are cages, crafted by fear, by society, by the invisible rules passed down through generations. And once you see the cage, you can never unsee it. You were never meant to live a life of quiet desperation. You were meant to build a mind so impenetrable, so aware, so deeply fortified in wisdom and strength, that it unsettles those who remain asleep. The truly strong mind is not reactive. It is observant. Most people respond with emotion, with impulse, with noise, but the powerful mind sits back. It waits, it watches, it collects data before it moves. You do not need to have an answer for everything. In fact, the more certain you are in the silence, the more terrifying your presence becomes to those who rely on external validation. You must train yourself to become the observer in every situation. Do not react immediately. Watch, see the patterns. Learn where fear lives in others. Learn where it lives in you. Because the moment you become aware of the game, you stop being a pawn, and those who play the game will never understand the one who built the board. Strength begins with seeing clearly, not just the world around you, but the world within you. Inside you lives chaos, anger, lust, deception, fear, all the things you were taught to suppress in order to be good. But I am here to tell you, suppressing these parts does not make you pure. It makes you incomplete. A truly strong mind is not afraid of its darkness. It studies it. It integrates it. It learns how to wield it, not to hurt, but to hold. When you understand your own capacity for destruction and choose discipline, you become dangerous in the most noble way. You become untouchable, because you no longer fear yourself. Walking alone is not a punishment. It is the highest form of initiation. When you leave the herd, when you stop thinking like the masses, you will feel loneliness at first. But this is the sacred space where your real thoughts begin to form. Society will always punish those who think differently, not because they are wrong, but because they are threatening. The strong mind does not seek approval. It seeks truth. And truth, more often than not, is unpopular. If your thoughts make everyone comfortable, you are not thinking deeply enough. You must risk being mocked, because the ones who change the world are never embraced by it at first. Most people live in torment, not because the world is cruel, but because their minds are untrained. Their inner voice is a tyrant, constantly criticizing, doubting, attacking. But the strong mind does not entertain self-sabotage. It rewrites the script. It turns self-loathing into strategy. It turns fear into fuel. You must learn to speak to yourself with the same intensity and clarity you would use to lift someone from the edge. You must be your own guide in the dark. Your mind will believe what you feed it. So feed it strength, feed it courage, feed it purpose, every single day, until it forgets how to doubt you. Do not seek comfort, seek discipline. Do not chase ease, chase evolution. Because every day you choose the hard path, you are sculpting a mind that cannot be broken by the unexpected. Comfort dulls the blade. Pain sharpens it. Wake up early. Read when others scroll. Push yourself when no one is watching. Build routines that stretch your mental threshold. Challenge yourself so intensely in private that when life tests you in public, you do not flinch. You smile, because you've been here before. And while others panic, you remain composed, not because you feel nothing, but because you have mastered everything. Purpose is not found. It is created. It is built from the pieces of your suffering, your curiosity, your failures, and your obsessions. You must stop asking what life owes you, and start asking what story you want to live inside. Without a deep inner myth, your mind will wander. It will chase shallow goals, empty victories, and forgettable pleasures. But when you find your myth, when you define your sacred mission, everything begins to align. Your time becomes precious. Your energy becomes sacred. You begin to walk with conviction. You don't just wake up, you rise, with reason, with fire, with unshakable clarity. You must learn to use silence as your weapon. The more noise you remove from your life, the more powerful your presence becomes. People who are addicted to speaking, to explaining, to pleasing, are constantly giving away their power. But the man who can sit in silence, without needing to fill the space, commands attention, without effort. His energy becomes magnetic. His restraint becomes his roar. When you stop trying to be understood by everyone, you begin to be respected by the few who truly matter. And that respect is worth more than any applause from the crowd. The strongest minds are not born. They are remembered. They are forged through fire, chiseled by solitude, refined through relentless pursuit of inner truth. And when you build such a mind, one that is immune to lies, grounded in discipline, fueled by purpose, you don't just become powerful, you become inevitable. People will not always like you. They may never understand you, but they will feel you, in every word, in every silence, in every move you make. So, rise, not for the world, not for applause, but for the sacred obligation you have to the mind you were gifted. Sharpen it, challenge it, grow it, and then stand still while the world scrambles for meaning. You won't need to chase power. You will be power, the kind they whisper about, the kind they watch from a distance, the kind they never forget.